Hey everybody, we're back again in Luke chapter 1, this time looking at verses 46 to 56, which is often called Mary's Song or the Magnificat, which is a Latin translation of the beginning of this song where Mary says, "My soul glorifies the Lord." In Latin, that phrase glorifies is Magnificat. My soul magnifies the Lord. I just want to read this to you and compare it to another, maybe lesser known, but just as important song that gets recorded in the Bible. So this is Mary's song. So this is after she visits her cousin Elizabeth. Elizabeth's baby John in her womb jumps at the sight of Jesus, and Elizabeth pronounces blessing on herself, on Mary, and Mary then responds with this song, and here's what she says. It says, "And Mary said, 'My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has been mindful of the humble state of his servant. From now on, all generations will call me blessed, for the Mighty One has done great things for me. Holy is his name. His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. He has performed mighty deeds with his arm. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but has lifted up the humble. He has filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, just as he promised our ancestors." Mary stayed with Elizabeth for about 3 months and then returned home. This is a really beautiful song in response to Mary feeling overwhelmed by God's love for her. And we'll talk about some of the themes that are in here in just a moment. But I want to draw your attention to another song. This one is sung by a woman named Hannah in 1 Samuel chapter 2. So Hannah was a woman who had fervently prayed. She was childless, and she really wanted to have a child. And so she went to the temple. She met with the priest Eli, and every day she was coming and weeping and praying that God might answer her prayer and give her a child. And God answered that prayer and made her pregnant with the baby who is later to be called Samuel. And in response to God's mercy, here's what she says in 1 Samuel chapter 2. "Then Hannah prayed and said, 'My heart rejoices in the Lord. In the Lord my horn is lifted high. My mouth boasts over my enemies, for I delight in your deliverance. There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no one besides you. There is no rock like our God. Do not keep talking proudly or let your mouth speak such arrogance, for the Lord is a God who knows, and by him his deeds are weighed. The bows of the warriors are broken, but those who stumbled are armed with strength. Those who are full hire themselves out for food, but those who are hungry no more. She who is barren has borne 7 children, but she who has had many sons pines away. The Lord brings death and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and raises up. The Lord sends poverty and wealth. He humbles and he exalts. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap. He seats them with princes and has them inherit a throne of honor. For the foundations of the earth are the Lord's. On them he has set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful servants, but the wicked will be silenced in the place of darkness. It is not by strength that one prevails. Those who oppose the Lord will be broken. The Most High will thunder from heaven. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed." I don't know if you noticed the so many similarities between these two songs, both sung by women at the news that they are pregnant and that God has done something for them and has blessed them with these children. And the themes are pretty abundant. Both start with these women glorifying God, praising God for who he is, thanking God that he is mindful of their humble state. And then it talks about, again, how great God is, about his power, what he has done, what he is able to do. And then it goes on to this section which talks about the great reversal. Remember, this is one of the key themes throughout Luke's gospel, that as Jesus comes and proclaims the kingdom reverses the order of things in the world. And we see this reflected in both of these songs, that it's the hungry that go away satisfied. It's the poor that are the ones who are made rich. It is those who are humble that are lifted up and exalted. There's this great reversal when God is present and he is at work. What God does is reverse the normal order of things. Because we normally say it's the rich who are blessed. It's those who are well fed that are satisfied. It's those who have everything. They're the ones who are exalted. But when Jesus comes, and this is a theme throughout the Bible, even before Jesus' arrival, but God is into flipping everything on its head. That it's not those who have everything or are everything, are super powerful and super rich and super influential, who are the ones who are really blessed, but it's the ones that put their trust in God, the humble, the lowly, the hungry, the poor. It's those people that when they put their trust in God, they see and experience an immense blessing because God reverses the ways of this world. And this theme gets carried out all throughout the book of Luke, as we'll see in greater detail as we jump further in. But one other note that maybe is a bit different is at the end of Hannah's prayer, there's this little strange phrase where it says, God, he will give strength to his king and will exalt the horn of his anointed. This is really strange because Samuel doesn't become a king. And even though he is a prophet and a judge of Israel, a person of great influence, he never is the anointed, that's the word Messiah. He's never that person. And so it seems strange that Hannah would mention that in praising God for this baby that God has given her, that she would mention this future king or Messiah who is not her own child. But what this means is this is a fast forwarding, that Hannah is foreseeing something down the road, that this baby that is in her is just an example of a future king, a future Messiah that God is going to send. And what's interesting is that prophecy gets fulfilled in Mary's song. It says at the end of her song, he has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, just as he promised to our ancestors. So Hannah is looking forward to the future and what the news of God at work actually is going to look like sometime in the future, that there's going to be this Messiah, this king that he's going to send. Mary looks backwards and is saying, God, you have now fulfilled what you have said all those years ago in Hannah's song, in me. That this baby that's inside me is fulfilling all of those things, that he is going to be the ultimate display of your goodness, your faithfulness. He is going to be the king. He's going to be the Messiah. And through him, all of these systems that we set up on earth are going to be reversed. And so it's a really interesting parallel that Luke really wants to draw our attention to. That not only are these women and their songs alike, but they actually, one points to the other, and the other one points backwards to the one that happened before. This is really intentional literature we are meant to see. It's not accidental. And so we're, again, meant to see through Mary's song here that God is a God who fulfills his promises. And those promises find their ultimate fulfillment in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, which the rest of Luke will spell out for us. So I hope that was really informative and helpful for you, and I'll just leave you with that, and we'll jump in further on to Luke chapter 1 next week. We'll see you then. Bye.